Hello, and welcome to season 4 of Super Pros Bros. I'm player 2, Eli, and with me, as always, is.
Player one, Ike. And Brosidon, did you know that this pod is on YouTube, SoundCloud, and Spoofy?
I did not count Bro Life. Are those the same places that people could
Like,
comment
share?
and subscribe?
Yeah.
Convenient.
So it's been a while since, not that anybody at home would necessarily know, but now that I'm pulling back the veil, they will. It has been a while since we have recorded. So what's been going on in your corner of the globe?
Uh, I've been predominantly going through stuff that I own and either getting rid of it or putting it in boxes. Um, I've I've had the fun pleasure of going through old stuff that I've been putting off going through because I knew it would suck, and it has.
Balls.
Yeah, the the really rough one is I found like an old notepad that Artemis and I had passed notes in. Oof, that one hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but otherwise, kind of after the initial hurdle of emotional shenanigans, I've been putting stuff in boxes. I am excited to move very soon. We're moving to Bellevue, so I'll be within walking distance of my office.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop.
No more
Um,
getting stuck in traffic on the way home.
Hey, fucking sec, dude. Earlier in the week, it took me 75 minutes to get home when it's normally half an hour.
How
uh,
far of a walk is it going to be?
20 minutes. It's like a mile and a quarter.
Sick.
Yeah. So that has been easy. Um, I have been playing a shitload of Path of Exile 2, notably because it has been my brain off play game right now. Which I have I have feelings about it. Um, there's just like some really weird, stupid shit. I'm like, what are we doing here? Um, so they 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 want the game to be slower. They want it to be less fucking zoom zoom, make the screen explode. Guess what? You can still do that. There's still absolutely things that just make the screen go poof. But they just added some weird hurdles and roadblocks that just don't feel fun. They don't feel engaging. They just feel like deliberately slowing you down. And they slowed the progression and the actual mechanism of gameplay. So there are some things about it that just feel kind of shit. The game is gorgeous. It's fun. Its crafting system is shit, I think. It's really boring. There's not a lot you can do with it. It's incredibly basic, which is by design, but I don't like it. So I have mixed feelings about it since everybody said it was the next generation of AARPGs, that it was God's gift to gaming, and I'm like, no, it fucking wasn't. You liars. It's fine. It's enjoyable, kind of, and I will keep playing it for a while. And the second there's more PoE 1 for me to play, I will default to that because it's way more fun.
Interesting. Do you think they're going to continue to make PoE 1 stuff even with
They
PO?
they have said they're going to, like, they've said
Okay.
they're going to. They recognize that they're two different games. They're trying to appeal to two different audiences, and there's definitely an audience for PoE 2. It's got some people that religiously bend the knee and suck its cock, like they know they like it. They think it is God's gift to gaming, and I don't think it is. Like I really just think it has, and part of it is like this is effectively a beta. It's early access. It's not a full release. They are iterating as they go. They've already updated a number of things, and they've made good steps in the right direction. But like, there's some shit that I'm like, they need to fundamentally change some things, and they may. It's entirely possible they do, but it feels so sluggish and slow in some ways that it just doesn't feel nearly as fun for me. So that's kind of where I sit with it.
Fair.
Like it's not bad. I think people overhype the shit out of it.
So
It's
you're
fine.
kind of, it sounds, I don't know how much you know of this community, but I know of it tangentially through a good friend of mine. But you kind of feel about it the way Super Smash Melee players felt about Super Smash Brawl. Not bad. The other one was better.
Yes.
Okay.
That's where I sit on that right now. That is probably what I'd say. Like, and again, it's a beta. They're gonna update shit. They're gonna change things. I still don't know how they let some of this go through to live in the first place. No one likes it. I don't know who play tested it and was like, "Oh, this is fine." Like, there's just some shit I question how they did and why they did. But either which way, that's pretty much been my couple of weeks. Like, putting shit in boxes, hanging out a bit with Eli, and I had here's the other fun juicy bit of drama that was stupid this week. Um,
Okay.
my friend who ghosted me fucking randomly said hello this week.
I didn't know you had a friend that ghosted you.
Yeah, it was a person I saw like way earlier in the year, Eve. Um,
Is this somebody like, when you say friend, are you talking about like somebody you met on a dating app or like a friend friend?
um, I would say it was like somebody I met on a dating app. We'd hung out, we'd hooked up a bit for like early in the year. Um, and it was the person who just like ghosted me in February because we had like effective we I there was an accident. I accidentally hurt her, and she just cut me off. And had reached out to me, and I was like, "Okay, why are you talking to me after 10 months, nine
Yeah, it's a
months?"
bit peculiar.
And the response is basically like, "Well, you know, like I keep comparing people to you, and you know, I
Somebody's
I
thirsty.
I miss you." I'm like, okay. And she's like, you know, but I was angry about it happening. I'm like, this is a conversation we should have in person. No response. Nothing. Like, okay. If you were unwilling, if you're not going to engage when I suggest to have this conversation in person, I'm fucking done with you.
That's
That is,
so weird.
it's so weird. It's so chicken shit. It's so frustrating. It's like,
Yeah.
get the, like, I am not the same needy bitch I was in January because I'm not, you know, 5 weeks after divorce.
Yeah.
This is a year after, and I'm fine. Like, fuck
Like,
you.
I'm not meaning to side against you in any way, but I understand. I don't condone, but I understand them ghosting you given like what happened.
Here, I'd give it to you for a time, right? I'd give you a week. Fuck it, I'd give you two. Okay, but it was a fucking accident, and I feel like it was very clear it was an accident.
For sure.
And I left them a message saying like, "Hey, if you can't see, like, if you don't want to see me in that capacity, I'd still like to be friends."
Yeah. But like I understand, again, don't condone, understand them dipping out indefinitely. But to hit you back up clearly for a let's hang out, and they're like, we should talk about this in person, and they're not willing to, is just fucking wild.
Yeah,
It's such an incongruent mental state that I think you dodged a bullet
yeah.
instead of missed out on some potential fun.
No, I don't. Listen, I am not so desperate for pussy that I need that fucking level of nonsense drama. Like, Jesus Christ. Like,
I mean, also that.
yeah, like, again, January me, maybe. But like, no, I have,
Yeah,
like, listen, I was sad and I wanted something to numb that pain. Who
yeah,
fill the void. But not now. Like,
yeah,
also, since I see somebody who is, I don't know, not insane.
yeah.
Um, and I did have to fucking leave them a note. I'm like, Eli, you're fucking great. You need to know this, which apparently made their day since
Sweet.
work work was hell and their fucking washing machine flooded.
Ugh.
So
Oh, that
like
sucks.
they turned their stairs into a slip and slide, and they had to clean up a bunch of water on their second floor.
Blech.
So they're like, "Thank you. I needed to hear this today." Oh
Yeah.
no. But yeah. So that's the only other
Well,
notable thing.
that sucks and is also hilarious.
Yeah. I was like, you know, glad the divine timing is good. Yeah. What about you? What have you been up to?
So I don't think after our last recording was on the first, I don't think I did anything that day. I don't think there was anything to do because that was like the weekend after. Yeah, not sure there was anything on that weekend. The uh the next week went normal. Went and played 2 RCQs the following weekend. The 7th I played by myself. Drove all the way up to fuck knows where north LA. Played, lost really quickly, and made a comment on how people were playing decks that didn't respect what I thought one of the best decks in like the format was. And then it hit me. I was like, oh, then I should just be playing that deck. If I think that, and like my main objective is winning, I should just be doing that thing. So I figured this out on my like. So I drove up. It was 45 minutes drive up. I drove back, and it was an hour and 40 minutes because fuck LA and all of its traffic douchedom. The trick is to never drive while the sun is actually out. For any people that don't live here, if the sun's truly out, you should not be on the road. You should be sitting somewhere else. Because if you're going to be on the highway, you're going to be sitting there too. So drove home. Did find two new flavors of Mountain Dew when I stopped to get gas, so that was lovely. Nice little silver
Were
lining.
they good?
I mean, yeah, they weren't like one of the weird flavors. I think I've
Okay.
only had 3 bad Mountain Dews. Like bad. Like there's some that I'm like, it's still it's still sugar syrup water with caffeine. What's not to love? And
Sure.
I love the art on all of the cans and bottles. It's a little thing, but it does make a difference to me. But like the only ones that I've had that are bad was the Flaming Hot Cheetos Mountain Dew. It was as bad as it sounded, but I had to know. Um, I think the I don't remember if it was this one or this one surprised me, but there was a fruitcake Mountain Dew, and I think it was actually good. And there was one around the same time that was bad, but I don't remember. And then there's the one that you can get at KFC, and that one fucking sucks. That one is like shockingly bad. And I've had it at multiple different KFCs, so I don't think it's like the fact that it's being made out of a fountain like gun versus like a bottle. I think it's just bad. It's like it, which sucks because I think it's like peach tea lightning something or other, which should be like up my alley, and it fucking blows ass. But no, those were good. Drove home, played, went online, played 4 matches with the deck. Was like, that's good enough. Went to bed. Had to get up at bumfuck early to drive all the way down to Temecula to play a tournament. Ended up winning the tournament with the deck that I was like, yeah, people should be playing this deck. And I was right. People should be playing that deck. So I won with like next to no reps on it.
Nice.
Only thing that sucks is that the tournament that I went and won, there was like no prize support basically. So I won an invitation to like the tournament. Cool, but I got like nothing else. I was like, I just hate stores that run events that way. And in this case, the person that ran the event just pisses me off. It's like, dude, you play in these events. You play in these events for money, like foolishly. You know that people would not like this. Why are you doing this? It's like so fucking stupid. And then the next weekend, so that would be the 14th. Went, played a tournament with 2 of my homies. They sadly bombed out instantly. They were both like dead in round 2. Unfortunately for them, I decided I didn't want to die, and so I just won the tournament again. So they had to sit there just being like dead and like watching me just like whoop wholesale ass. and in which, so in the like the effective finals, I'm playing against a good friend of mine, Zane Toledo. I love you, buddy. You're the best. If anybody's looking for fun Magic content, highly recommend looking up Meet MTG on Twitch. He's fucking hilarious. He's also quite darn good. But the judge made us. We were gonna play over in one area. He's like, no, sit over here so I can watch you guys play and like make sure nothing bad happens. It's like, okay, because I mean, effectively a line judge, if you will. Sure. I made a play that was illegal, and I didn't realize it because I failed to read all of the text on this card that is just like a fucking small thesis statement. And a friend of mine pointed out, he goes, hold on, you can't do that. I was like, wait, what? And I'd already, like, he was a little slow to, like, tell me, which is fine. It's not his job to do that. It's the judge that made us move to sit over there, who was basically staring at a ceiling fan like a dazed cat. It's like, God damn it. Like, why do you suck? I know you don't get rewarded for doing this in your off time as well as you should, but, like, if you're going to have me move over so you can watch my game, watch my fucking game. Don't see if ceiling cat's going to pop out any moment now. Fucking dingus. So ended up losing that game but winning the match. So I went from, I think the last time we talked, I didn't have any qualifications for this coming season, and I was a little kind of this feels kind of shitty, I don't like this, and then I just like fucking snapped to. I was like, oops, okay, never mind, we're done. So that was fun. Closed out the fall semester as of literally yesterday. And that was lovely. Realized I think I've gone to, no shade on my company, I think there's a non-zero chance I've gone to the last like party, like the company party in a hot minute. It's just like, God, I hate this shit. It's just, I'm just uncomfortable. I'd rather be doing anything else. Like the amount of like fun to Jesus Christ I could be in my bed right now is just like diametrically opposed. It's just so slanted.
Yeah. Incidentally, earlier tonight I had like a drink and basically a snack with people after work. It's like, we should hang out and do like a happy hour. It's like, hey, that's an excuse to leave work early, I guess. Fuck it. Which was like, wasn't terrible, but it's always a little weird. Unless you're really tight with somebody and can let your hair down around them.
Also, I think for us, depending upon size, I wouldn't mind hanging out with a couple of my coworkers after work. If a couple of there's a couple of coworkers that I don't mind or like, and if they're like, hey, do you want to go get a drink, go get a burger, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
But it's all of them.
Yeah.
And no offense, don't even come close to liking all of them. And then there's also the size of everybody. When it's everybody, it's a different animal. Yeah. You're just not having conversations anymore. It's noisy. There's people that feel like they need to be loud, or that person. It's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
So probably never again. Was supposed to go out on a date today after going on a first date. Was it last Wednesday? So a week ago yesterday, was at work, bored, was talking to somebody on, like, I just go through my dating apps in like any downtime I have. Sure. Just like treat it like a Plinko game or something. And matched with somebody. They immediately messaged me and started messaging back. I was like, hey, I have some free time Thursday night. Do you want to like hang out? Get a thing? They're like, oh, sorry, I'm flying to New Zealand Thursday. I was like, what? And then I saw their occupation. They're an air flight stewardess. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess let me see if I can move some things around. Hey, do you want to hang out tonight? Yeah, let's hang out tonight. Cool. Meet up, go out to eat. They had expressed that they were a cheap date. And I haven't had anybody say they're a cheap date and then not be like in the ballpark. Nobody's ever been like, yeah, I'm a cheap date, and then like ordered twice what I do or something. Mm-hmm. But definitely I've had some people, oh, I'm a cheap date. Oh, I don't eat that much. And then like, yeah, that's not what I would quantify as not much.
And a slab of cheesecake. Yeah.
Yeah, like like, no shade, like, everybody's quantifications are different. There is no global metric on that.
But also,
Yeah, I mean, but also, like, the fuck you talking about? You don't like the one that bothers me is honestly, I don't mind people that are like, yeah, I don't eat much and then eat a little bit more. It's the one that is the reverse. Like growing up when we would go out, when Jeff and I would go out to eat, he was like, yeah, I'm so
I'm
fucking
so hungry.
hungry.
You have a burger.
He'd eat half a burger and he have a burger and a half left. I'm just looking at him like, do you not know how your stomach works? Like, the fuck are you doing? So went
Was
out
it
to eat.
like
Like, yeah,
Jack? Is it? Sorry, I'm sorry because now I'm
yeah.
fucking gonna bring down. It was like Jack's, or you guys got the fucking giant burgers, right?
No, we go to Jack in the Box and he'd get like 2 small burgers.
What was the place?
Um,
Was it called Jack's? Or it was like a.
no, I know the place you're talking about.
It was like within walking distance of the card shop.
Yeah, it was right around the corner. I think I only went there like a couple times.
I don't know why I remember it.
I mean, it was kind of like the thing that all the. I wonder if we can Google this. Hold on. Now I'm kind of curious if it's still like there, because I know where in the town it would be.
Okay.
So okay, we're zooming in on Fallon, Nevada, baby. Let's see.
What a weird GeoGuessr moment.
Yeah, dude, it's the one place that we'd like beat people at GeoGuessr.
Fucking show me Nevada and Desert. Like, yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I know where in the town that is. All right, so it would have been off of Williams, right? No, wait. Yeah, Williams was like kind of like the main street.
Williams is like the main thoroughfare.
Yeah,
the
so
comic book shop is on Main Street.
It was on Main.
Yeah.
This is good radio.
I'm
going.
I'm so sorry.
So people need to know. All right, is that Main Street? Is that what this is? What street is this? It's Veteran Memorial Way. What the fuck? There's Oates Park. The only problem is there's no like next gen comics or next dimension comics, right? Like
No, but you could like
there's
walk.
Main Street. Okay.
Yeah, the walk still exists.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's a good point. All right, there's the walk. I think it's like Jack's Bar and Grill or something like that.
So it was Jack's. Okay.
It was Jack's?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, is it? Okay. I guess it's the bar. Yeah, okay, whatever. Is it? Did you find it?
No, like I'm looking around.
I'm seeing the Slippery Grill, which just that name alone is unsettling.
Oh, I looked at the picture. It's not. I mean, it's rated decently.
That looks like the building that it was, so you're not going to find it anymore.
Okay, that's probably.
So I think it was Jack's Bar and Grill. I think it's the Bar and Grill that just like it wasn't just Jack's Bar. Anyway, so you're almost certainly right. I remember it being like, another random ass aside. Do you remember when Evan worked at Next Dimension? Yeah. That he would occasionally like, I don't know if he would jokingly or legitimately answer the phone with like these horrible fake businesses.
Oh no, he totally did, because he did it to me once. he fucking committed to it.
Yeah, of course he did. Like, what the fuck's he gonna lose? He wasn't making money.
He's fucking Evan. That's just how he operated.
That definitely is the fact.
You could not out-weird that man. He would commit harder to any bit than you ever would.
There's all my favorite stories I will never say in a recorded setting because it is instant cancel. None of them aren't, and they're great, but also Jesus. Like, they're just so much. 100% when we go to when this episode's over, we're gonna compare stories, see which ones we remember. Anyway, but went out on this lovely date. She's like, yeah, I'm a cheap date. I was like, okay. And she got like, I went to a masubi place. There's a like 3 blocks from where I live. There's a masubi place, and they have like 16 different kinds of spam masubi, and they're dope. And they have different kinds of spam. It's kind of awesome. She got one and barely finished it. She was not lying.
Wow. That is some truth in advertising.
They're bigger. They're more like a sandwich than they are like a traditional masubi.
Sure.
But still, it was like I did 2 and was down for dessert. But she was like literally full. And I was like, respect. Went, hung out, walked around the city, found the smelliest block on Wilshire. Holy fuck. We had to avoid it like the plague. We literally went a block over to go, and then went a block past it up to go around it, like dodge its stench. It was impressive.
Incredible.
We're walking around, had this awesome moment. We're walking around, and a lot of women in LA seem to love horror movies, which good for them. Not my bag.
A lot of people like horror movies, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just like most every girl that I've gone on a date with has liked horror. I would say like 90%. And I'm not.
It's a pretty high percentage of women that seem to like horror movies. I'll give it to you.
Which is good for them. And I was like, so do you like horror? Because she had mentioned a movie she had just seen. It was a horror movie. She goes, oh, no, I don't particularly like horror. I was like, okay, phew. And she goes, why do you like horror? Before I can say anything, there is a guy walking across he's walking on the other side of the street. And out of the corner of my eye, I see him. And she goes, yeah, do you like horror movies? And I go, from across the street, this guy just at either his phone or some homeless guy, no! And I was just like, we both giggled, and I was like, I mean, he's not wrong. I do not like horror movies. It was so random and perfectly timed. I felt like it was just so surreal.
God, just like, hang on, I'll answer that for you, Chief.
Yeah, I got you, fam. No! So date was going good, hanging out. I got to do, in a weird way, I got to do the coat thing. So she's walking around in a good like leather coat, like leather jacket, but she had decided in December to wear shorts, which is hilarious to me because she just moved here like literally a week before we went on our date from New York. And so she's rocking shorts in December, and I was like, I mean, we both know you have pants. Like, there's no way you live in New York and don't have pants. It's not something you get to do. And if she was pulling a U and was just walking around unfazed, I would have respected it. And I still kind of did, but she got like, we were kind of like sitting around and she got cold. So I got to do the kind of chivalrous thing, take off my coat and then just like give it to her as a blanket for her legs, which was kind of funny. And I was like, here you go. So thank you. And snuggled up and, snuggling leads to smooching. They're sitting there kind of, kissing and hanging out. And I thought that I was expecting the night to be over. It's 10 p.m. I have to work the following morning. Don't want to go too hard in the paint. Just leave it there. Next date, push the envelope or whatever. And she's like, yeah, look, what time is it? I was like, oh, it's 10. She goes, okay. I was like, all right. And I'm like, in my head, I'm starting to get up. I don't know if I actually started to, but in my head, I'm like, all right, cool. Walk back to your car. And she's just like, so do you want to go back to your place? Or I was like, wait, what? I was like, I felt like I had like turned the wrong direction and had to just like about face. And I was like, by a matter of chance, yes.
I mean, since you're offering.
Yeah, since you are inquiring, yes, you may see my chest of drawers. And then I promptly only got 3 hours of sleep and had the worst Thursday I've had in a hot minute. Just being like fried to the core. There was no brain was working that day.
Excellent.
Definitely one of those things. Wednesday Isaac did not regret it. Thursday Isaac did a lot regret it. Was very much one of those, man, I am not the age I used to be. I cannot do shit like that anymore.
I mean, you can, it's just not smart.
Yeah, it's very unwise. So was supposed to go on a date today. They were sick, sadly, so rescheduling for the new year because we're heads up. The two co-hosts and their parents are going up to Canada for well over a week. And so yeah, I'm not going to be like in the States for that much longer. In between now and then, though, I did have a potential pivot moment where, somebody that I'd been talking to online hit me up, and they were drop dead gorgeous, all my types kind of person. I was like,
Sure.
woof. And this was not too many, a couple days ago. And their only thing that we weren't agreeing on, or that I saw on their profile, was that they really wanted kids. And I am like, I'm pretty sure I don't want kids. Partially because my age, partially because responsibility and this and that. And just like, I don't think that's what I want to be doing. Just kind of like, I don't want to be teaching long term because it's not something that, it's not where my love lies or whatever. But I was like, man, like that's a lot of what I want in life, and all my only sacrifice is kids. I'm like, I mean, maybe. And then either that day or the next day, a coworker brought their lovely 2-year-old to work, and the thoughts of that relationship dissipated real fucking fast. Just like, and they were the sweetest kid, but I was like, being in the elevator with them for a floor, I was like, nope, we're done. That's no, that's not something ever. And they were, and again, sweetest kid, super, super adorable. But I was like, man, a floor was hard. I can't imagine an hour. I was like, yeah, thanks God, that was a real good eye opener. See ya. Just like, fucking to the left, get out. And yeah, that was my week.
Well, all right.
So in times as such, perhaps, we might want to find ourselves.
It's dangerous to go alone.
Dangerous to go alone and unarmed. Yeah. So this week we are talking about kitting a character. We're not gonna, go into the when you're designing a character. No, we're gonna keep this a lot more real, shall we say. We have given ourselves a week to choose one item for our person, as if we were designing a D&D character in, the Matrix, where everything was at your disposal and you could grab one from here and one from there. The only rule being that you could only have one slot allocated from one intellectual property. So no, Iron Man suit all the way down. No, trying to think of like somebody else's like get up that you'd grab.
No, full set of Fallout power armor.
Yeah, there you
go.
No.
Yeah,
you don't get to have the the rings of power and what is it? What's Aragorn's sword? Mithrandir? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Mithrandir.
Yeah. You don't get to go that hard in the paint. So for each of the following categories, we have helm, rings, amulet, gloves, boots, body armor, pants if you want them, main weapon, secondary weapon or shield, and a trinket. The pants are optional, just like Donald Duck doesn't have to wear them, neither do we.
Go full Donald Duck in this bitch.
So without further ado, Mind Bro Hammer, what are you gonna wear on your noggin?
So I had some hemming and hawing about this, and I
more like helming and
shut the fuck
hemming.
So I've ended up coming around to using the Iron Man heads-up display, like his helmet.
Okay.
This has got a lot of tech packed in there.
It does.
And including like it's got an AI, so it can translate anything for you. It you can see in thermal.
I hadn't thought about that.
You can see in thermal. It can record stuff. It has the internet and an AI thing, so it can look up stuff for you. So it's a huge font of information.
One thing that we didn't clarify for those that are curious about this, this is us using it. So that means
it has to be something we can use.
Yeah, we can wield. And also we would feel like we would either want in case of combat, or some of these might just be day-to-day preferences.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Heads-up display, can translate anything,
Can
AI.
also project holograms, which dope. I watch television.
Drive-in movie, bitch, always got it on me.
Yeah, no
Never
problem.
don't leave home without it.
Exactly.
Well, while I respect that, I am going to choose something different. However, from the same cinematic universe, I am going with
Magneto's helmet.
I'm taking Magneto's helmet, baby. Stay out of my head.
Fair enough. I thought about it. I'm like, I've got to be able to get more utility out of my helmet.
Yeah, this is the only. I didn't even think about the Iron Man one. Honestly, I was just going through helmets, and it was like Magneto's is better by enough than a lot of the other ones I could find. I was like, nah.
The other one I hemmed and hawed over was like Doctor Fate, but it had like stipulations, and it kind of does the Thor's hammer thing where it can choose who it works for.
If you're having a bad day, suddenly your helmet is not
It's like,
about you being warm. Yeah.
Like the other one is like the Nova Corps helmet would have been bananas, but I think that one also has like some kind of stipulation to it.
Yeah, I think I looked that one up. Nova Corps is from which franchise?
It's from MCU.
Okay.
It's from Marvel, I should say.
Okay. I think I looked that one up and I was kind of like, I don't think so. The only other one I thought of was it's not Raiden's, it's the other guy that can throw his hat from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, Kung Lao, I think.
Kung Lao, yeah, but I was like, I could buy one of those. It's more that he's dexterous. Like, it doesn't actually have anything special. It's just
a bladed hat.
It's just a bladed hat, yeah. The way he gets it, I feel like from seeing cutscenes, actually kind of funny. But like, other than that, it's like, yeah, I guess if you've got the freaking moves like Jagger, it's dope. But otherwise, it's like, well, you could cut yourself and you try to put your hat on the wall. That's neat, I guess.
Job well done, sir.
Job well done. All right, so next up, we got rings, bitch.
Ring 1 from DC. I'll just take a Green Lantern ring.
Son of a bitch. Should have gone first. Obviously, I'm doing the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's way too busted. It has no real stipulations.
Yeah, other than having you have to have the Green Lantern.
I mean, yeah, like you need a battery.
You have to have the Green Lantern core, but we're presuming that it comes with.
Yeah, like I'm assuming if you can get like you'll have the requisite tertiary stuff, but like otherwise, there's no technically moral thing, and there's no weight on your person. Like there's actually an arc in DC where they basically go like every Lantern Corps goes and just deputizes people. So there's no like requirement to be a lantern other than to have a fucking ring. Yeah. Like there's no strength requirement or stamina requirement or some shit.
All right, so I clearly chose the same one for basically the same reasons. Also, living in America, buddy, money's green, bitch. Like being able to just like fucking control like you're just gonna walk into a bank and just like have the money come to you. Pretty great. Takes care of a lot of my problems. All right, so what's your second?
I will take the One Ring from Lord of the Rings.
Valid.
I mean, since the Nazgul don't live here, they're not going to come hunting me, and I just have permanent perfect invisibility. Dope. Like, seems solid.
All right, well, at least you're not stealing one of my other ones, so that's good. For my second one, I'm going to take the shooting star from Overlord, because that thing's fucked up. It's basically a genie in a lamp with added benefits. From what I looked up, you get 3 free uses of a wish, and it has no stipulation.
Wait,
so it's just it's from the anime series Overlord.
Okay.
So it's a rare item. It cannot be attained through normal means. Blah 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 blah. There's 3 shooting stars that emit silver light, and you just get 3 wishes.
Wow. Okay. So it is just a wish spell 3 times over. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of busted.
That's pretty busted.
You know what? I hear I hear you like wishes. All right, next up, we've got the amulet.
So I'm kind of cheesing a little bit at this one. I'm gonna use Canic Rookern from League. In Arcane, it's like the string of runes that Mbessa wears and that Rictus has. I'm saying you could fashion it as an amulet because
What
being
are you saying? What is it called though? Sorry.
Canic Rookern, Kae.
You're gonna have to put it in there. I'm not putting it in the
Canic.
doc. I'm not
Fair enough.
that shit.
Oh my god, I can't type. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I figured having a regenerative magic shield and resistance seems fucking solid.
That does sound pretty dope. I'm gonna go really silly. It's debatable on how good this is or bad this is.
Sure.
I'm gonna go with, as it's referred to in the movie, the sparkly from The Secret of Nim. That fucking Mrs. Bixby has, that just lifts something like, I don't know, 100 to 1,000 times her weight. That sounds pretty dope.
I mean, yeah, if it scales up, that's pretty fucking baller.
Yeah, if it matches my density, I'm fucking rocking that shit.
That's kind of crazy.
Still all time one of the most bananas fucking things. Also, I just realized that Nim is spelled Nimh, which is wild. I thought it was NYM, it is not.
Oh, no, okay.
I think it's an acronym for something. But either way, yeah, I'm gonna pick the sparkly from Secret.
We're gonna take their jump the shark moment, apply it to life.
Oh yeah. All right, next up, we got the old gloves.
What are you taking? I'm curious where you went with this.
So for gloves, I'm taking Doomfist's Gauntlet from Overwatch.
Okay.
As I understand it, I can block and absorb any kinetic damage and then like basically harness it, a la what's his name from like Marvel. Also, has a freaking gun cannon and can like allow me to do like a gigantic like punch from the sky. So seems good.
Seems solid. I'm gonna take Mustang's gloves from Fullmetal Alchemist.
Wait. I love you?
No.
I think that's literally the worst choice.
I mean, if it gets wet.
Well, no, doesn't it not have to do with him? Oh, it just has runes on it, though.
Exactly. So it's got the runes, and it's spark fabric. So it's always an ignition source.
Oh, right. I'm tripping. I forgot that, like, I was like, but he loses he ends up having a fight later where he loses his gloves, but it's because he carves a rune on himself.
Yeah, he literally cuts it into the back of his hand.
Yeah.
And he uses
savage.
And he uses a lighter to like the flint on the lighter to get the spark. Yeah.
One of the most gangster scenes of all time.
Yeah, he just burns lust of fucking death. Just like, God damn, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
it's protect his lady.
It's perfectly controlled pyrokinesis.
And you get to snap a lot, which I mean
just
hit him with a. Can you imagine going to a jazz performance?
Dance, monkey, dance.
That would actually be the best for me because I hate that like kind of like applause. The snap applause can burn in a fire for all I care. And then if you wore them, they would get to. It's perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got the boots.
Not a surplus of fucking boots that I could think of. So I'm taking the winged boots from like Percy Jackson or Greek mythology, like Hermes boots.
Yeah, you're taking Hermes boots.
Yeah.
So I have that one down as well. I'm not sure if I want to change my answer or not. Okay. The other options I thought of and found are the Super Mario boots, which I think it depends. I don't know how the lore quite works, as whether those allow you to jump or not.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm not going to take these, and I'm going to, stay in lane with my bro over here, is because I don't think I'd look good in them. Just the ruby slippers from Wizard of Oz.
The only other thing I could think of would be like the long fall boots from Portal, so you never take fall damage.
I mean, that's kind of dope.
It's solid, but I'm like, but if I can fly, why do I need to fall at all?
Yeah, true. This is true. All right, so for armor, what we doing? I know we're not in the same one on this one.
No, I'm sure we aren't. So I would take Incrucio from Akame ga Kill. It's basically living adaptive dragon scale.
Who has that one?
The guy with the redonkulous hair.
I'm missing a beat. I don't remember who it is. I'll have to look it up.
His name is Bulat. He's the original person, and then the main character gets it after.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't he die while wearing it though?
I mean, kind of. Like it effectively powers out because he fights someone else with another artifact.
Oh, okay.
And he also is hit with a cheap shot and something like he basically gets dogpiled and finally goes down 3v1.
Yeah.
But like he kills two of them.
Yes. No,
so
I remember that.
I don't think that's reflective of the armor. The armor still slaps. Like,
yeah, it does.
Like it makes you stronger. It gives you like elemental defenses, and it literally reforms to its wearer. So dope.
So that one's good. Well chosen. I'm gonna choose something a little less bulky and go with Mithril from Lord of the Rings.
Fair.
Because it's light as shit and unfucking breakable.
That's true. I debated Mithril, but I'm like, I've used my one ring. So
yeah, exactly. That's how I knew we weren't gonna have the same one. I was like, bitch, can't.
Fair enough.
Did you find pants you wanted?
No, I figure Incrucio is just gonna give me pants.
Yeah, see, I didn't want to go Donald Duck on this thing, so I got Goku's pants from DBZ. Through the whole entire series, they have never ripped, they have never torn, he has changed forms and been hit by the sun. Unbeatable pants that never need washing or mending. Let's fucking go. And that color orange, mwah.
He basically just has like fucking like MMA pants that are invincible.
Yeah, super MMA pants.
Yeah, that's pretty great. I'll give it to that. I like that.
All right, so for the main weapon, what you got?
Excalibur.
It's a damn good one.
It's better than you think.
I mean, it's better than most people think. I'm gonna be shocked if it doesn't do. Okay, so let me see where my knowledge lacks.
Sure.
Excalibur can cut through anything.
Yep. It never dulls.
It never dulls. It can be only wielded by like the person that it's meant for, and while holding it, you can never die.
Not quite. While you're holding the scabbard, you can't die. But yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's the so the blade is basically the best blade ever, and the scabbard protects the wearer.
That's so weird. You're looking like weird. Such a dork walking around holding the scabbard. Like
you don't have to like hold it, but it has to be on your person.
Oh, okay.
So like it can still be on your belt. So like
okay.
King Arthur dies in mythology because he gets so angry that he drops the scabbard and still rushes Lancelot.
Well, I don't think that's who he dies to.
Is it not who he dies to?
No.
Morgaine or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's basically just beset with rage, and so he doesn't like Merlin like wait, you're dropping the scabbard, and he still runs up.
The thing. Don't do the thing.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, so I'll take immortality on a belt. Seems good. You know, fucking make sure I keep it around. Like I'll fucking walk into business meetings with a suit and a scabbard. Don't care. I don't know. Traffic's dicey out there.
These are dark times indeed.
Yeah, exactly.
So the sword I'm going to choose, or my main weapon, is going to be the Sylph sword from Berserk. So for those of you
the wind sword. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Shirky sword. I think that's how you say his name. Ah, God.
Sylph.
So
for context, he just pasted it into a document, like say 32 font. It's huge.
So the abilities are that it's able to strike at a far greater distance than the length of the blade, essentially allowing its user to be compatible distance. It launches razor air currents that cut apart enemies from a distance. It also weighs like jack shit, and it doesn't. I believe in a couple of fights, it looks like it allows you to, if somebody was holding someone that you love, you could swing it with like free reign because it wouldn't hurt somebody that you cared about.
You can like selectively cut.
Yeah, it. I believe effectively what's happening is you were sending like when you were swinging the sword, you were sending tiny fairies at like light speed, and like they kind of understand what you want, which is pretty fucking awesome for somebody that is as inept as I am. So I'm like, yes, him. I was like, I might as well be shit faced though. I'm still gonna sword. I'm so useless. But yeah, that's my choice. It's dope sword. Sadly, I can't get the cloak so I could fly, but you can kind of use the sword to like get a little bit of.
Just gonna fucking like rocket jump with the sword.
Well, like no, like I think when he's carrying it in the manga, he basically can like fly and float. But I don't know how much of that is
the cloak though.
I think that is the cloak, but I mean they were a package deal. But
yeah,
I gotta remember the cloak.
But get fucked. You only get one.
No. All right. So what is your secondary weapon or shield?
All right. Continuing, my weapons are kind of bullshit. So I'm gonna take the blade of Ea, from Fate. So it's like loosely based on Gilgamesh's sword, which is like called the World Carver in Mesopotamian mythology.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And in Fate, so in the anime, when he's like made as a modern fucking blonde-haired douchebag, it basically just annihilates whatever it touches. It just destroys kind of anything that comes in contact with it. It basically is like a charge time. It's like you can't just use it indefinitely, but you just kind of destroy whatever you want with it while it's active. It's basically cheating. It's like he collapses like kind of a not alternate reality, but like a guy basically puts someone in a reality bubble against an army, and he just pulls it and destroys it. So
as you do,
yeah, it's kind of broken. Gilgamesh is a wee bit on the bullshit meter.
Yeah, I mean, with a name like that, how can you not be though?
Yeah, this is just an absolute cunt. He's such a tool. Also, I love every representation of anything like somebody from Persia or Mesopotamia or that region of the world. They portray him as like these fucking blonde or these clean shaven smooth men. No, those fuckers are hairy. That man had a beard to the floor. Like, what are we doing?
Phonically, though, Gilgamesh might be one of my favorite names to say, though.
It's a terrific name to say.
So, for my secondary weapon, I thought about going with Clay Slowhand Cooper's shield Blackheart from the series Kings of the Wild.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just a super strong wood shield. It's dope.
It's a big buckler, yeah.
It's a huge buckler. It's just mostly got history, and I wouldn't want to take that from Clay. So I'm going with
shield belongs to Clay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lawgiver from Judge Dredd, just because it's basically every gun in one with a small clip and very hand sized. Like there's no ammo it just doesn't have somehow. It's got like the clip of holding. It's fucking ridiculous. Like in the movie, it's so funny. He's just like going through different ammo types. Like fucking what? It's like, yeah, I need a hot round. I need an explosive round. I need a get the fuck out of here.
It's like when are you reloading this? Like
yeah. Also, like I mean, he's siphoning through them, so they're all in the chamber or like all in the cartridge simultaneously.
All available. Like it's
but it's not that big.
It's not that big a pistol. It doesn't have an ammo drum. Where are you getting these bullets?
Yeah, it's just absurd. So Then again, gives me optionality, which I'm a big fan of, and it's pocket size, which, you know, for the for the judge, for the justice giver on the go, the lawgiver.
Boy. All right, and for trinket, uh kind of on your one of your ring choices earlier, I'm taking the genie's lamp.
I thought the way you were leading up to that, I thought we were taking the same thing again. That's really funny. All right, please continue.
I mean, it's a fucking it's a wish machine. Like, it's really hard to say no to that. I thought about a bag of holding.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, like, ooh, I mean, especially day to day convenience. I don't think anything is topping a bag of holding because it's busted.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna change my answer. I'll say what my answer was gonna be, but that's just better. Which is really funny given what I'll say what it is. Anyway, genie's lamp.
But yeah, I mean, it like one of your reasons for the shooting star ring, like, it's 3 wishes. That's just bananas. It's just so powerful.
So I didn't think about a genie's lamp. That is obviously correct. Mine was going to be the Triforce, but it grants like a wish. Is like, from what I'm like seeing of it, it grants any wish. So it's like you get one, which is dope. Getting a wish is correct, but also, have you had a bag of holding? Like, I mean, for those of you that are like, what's a bag of holding? A bag of holding is basically more, actually, you know what? I mean, it's the same thing, right? Scamander's like suitcase from Imaginary Beasts and Where to Find Them is basically what bag of holding is, right?
Depending which edition of D&D you're going for, like, sometimes it's more limited. So, like, in the most recent, I had to look it up. The most recent one, the bag can hold up to 500 pounds.
All right, then I'm gonna take Scamander's bag. I thought they were basically the same thing. So, yeah. So for those of you that haven't seen it, I think it's Newt Scamander. Is that his name? I have no idea. Let's see if it's spelling his name right. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, so I got the name right. I got the spelling wrong.
Okay, so I think a portable hole is what you want it to be. Or no, it's
more
not
or less.
It's not quite, but yeah. I think the briefcase will probably be more what you want.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it has no weight to it. You walk around. He can literally climb inside of it. And like, there's like, he has a zoo inside of it. It's that huge.
Okay, yeah. No, bag of holding is not that big.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll take Scamander's briefcase from Imaginary Beasts and Where to Find Them. Thing is fucking, one, it's visually awesome, and two, just, you don't need an apartment anymore. Which in LA, holy fucking shit, like, that's pretty fucking amazing.
I mean, I feel like you still maybe need an apartment. You need a shitty one, just so you have some place so that somebody can't.
I need a broom closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you need a place you can get out of the briefcase.
I need to. I need to pay off. No, I need to pay off the. I need to pay off the janitor at 24-hour fitness. That's what I need.
No, you're just like, because you need space to be able to step back out. Like, you can't just like have a locker, because you can't get out of the briefcase in a locker. That just doesn't work. So like a closet would work, but you just need to make sure nobody picks up the briefcase and moves you while you.
No, I mean, like, dude, no, you have a car. You just put it inside your car.
Okay.
Right? I mean, like, if so, obviously somebody steals your car, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So like, you get a nice parking space somewhere.
Nice fucking shuttered garage.
Yeah. A gym membership, and then you're set.
Damn, man's got strats. I'll just use a wish for a few $1 million. I'll be set.
Also, there's that. But until then, maybe I want to save the world 3 times. I don't fucking know. Fair. Either which way, yeah, message us on at our email, you know, superprosbros@gmail.com. Hit either of us up on Twitter at like Ike's, or what's yours?
Oh, I don't use Twitter.
You never use your Twitter?
No.
Okay.
God.
Or you can message us on Blue Sky at super. Hold on, I need to see the what the profile name is. It's just Super Pros Bros on Blue Sky. Message us there and tell us why our picks were bad or why they were great, or what you have picked. Either way, feel free to do so as we go to the break. Do you ever find yourself doing a mundane activity with nothing to keep you from gouging your eyes out or sticking a pencil through one ear and out the other? Uh-huh. Well, then perhaps I could introduce you to music. Music comes in a variety of different types, flavors, and colors. Theorists say that it's the best thing to introduce to your life since food. So go out and get some and make your life just a little bit more bearable. Hello there, folks! Welcome back. So, Mein Brohammer, what have you been watching, taking a gander?
So James Gunn has been the saving grace of DC, it seems.
In every single fucking way.
Yeah, seriously. And so he has started a animated show that basically takes place after like the 2021 Suicide Squad and after Peacemaker. So it is a continuation of those collective narratives, and it's called Creature Commandos. So far, fucking into it. Also, I'm a huge.
How many episodes are you in?
I'm in exactly one episode. I watched it today.
Hey, me too.
I'm also just a bit of a fucking simp for Alan Tudyk, so
yeah.
Like when I heard like, oh, he voices like 3 characters, I'm like, ha ha, ha. Excellent.
I'm a huge sucker for the for the fucking for the fucking robot. Would you like to kill Nazis
together?
Yeah, just like he's excited, like it's like playing a fucking.
That man has one job.
Yeah, but no, it's just like the way he talks about it. It's just like it's a play date, like you would with a friend. It's so adorable. Is he a Nazi? Are they Nazis? Like Jesus Christ! I can't wait for the episode where he comes across Nazis. He's gonna like be so giddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also saw that today. Really, really good. Would very much recommend as well. The art style is kind of nice too.
Yeah, it looks really good. Like it looks very fluid too. The end scene of like the actual bit of fighting they do. Like, damn, this looks good. Also, I saw in the world of copy my homework but don't tell anybody, look at a picture of Dr. Phosphorus and then go look at a picture of Blight from Batman Beyond. I legitimately thought it was Blight.
Oh, I need to look up while we're on there. Blight, Batman Beyond. Wow. Wait, what? Yeah, that's just the same.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
All right.
Fuck.
It's largely because of like the kind of art method used. What is it called? Like the Kirby crackle.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's looking pretty much the exact same. But yeah, I'm like, interesting. Not who I expected to see. Oh, that's not him. Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, your vault is a lot deeper than mine because I have no memory of that character.
Well, I actually watched Batman Beyond not too long ago.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I just went on like a weird animated show kick after like watching Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There you go.
So,
man, dude, some of the animation from our childhood is just like holds up over time. It's kind of wild. Some, not so much.
Not so much.
So I think you should leave. Okay. Great show. Not a direction I'm telling you or the viewers to take. But I think you should leave is a show I'd recommend you watching. I don't think you should leave. I think you should watch. I think you should leave. That's what I'm saying. To be clear, I think you should leave is a show I'm recommending, not an order I'm requesting that you take.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I just got sort of leaned into it a little too hard for the second time. It's a fantastic show. It's made by somebody that worked on SNL for a little bit, and it's just really fucking weird, but it's kind of fucking awesome, but it's really fucking weird. It definitely is a show that at times you'll be like, did I take a hit of something earlier? I forget now. No, I'm stone sober. Really don't feel like I'm stone sober. I'm watching this and I'm thinking, I'm high and I probably shouldn't go into work tomorrow. But I should go into work tomorrow because I'm stone sober. But the show is making me feel like I'm not stone sober. It's so fucking weird and awesome, but it's just nanners from the bottom up. And yeah, you just got to check it out. It's just a bunch of sketches, but they're brilliant and insane and real stupid all at the same time.
Nice.
Unlike that description I just gave for the show, what have you been listening to recently?
So when I was in the car at Thanksgiving, one of the songs that came up on my buddy's like vibes fucking playlist, I'm like, I have to keep listening to this, was the song Rocket Girl by Lemaitre. I think is how you say the artist name. And it fucking slaps. I don't have a whole lot more to say to that other than I try to sing the note, like the high fucking notes she hits, and I fail miserably. Wow, the song fucking bangs. So it is absolutely great, like a great feel good song. It's a good fucking bop. Or not it's not a bop. That's not the right word for it. Just give it a listen. It's fucking great.
Listen to it and form your own description.
Yeah, there is a word for it. I'm just fucking failing. Oh my god.
How was that?
That is someone starting their truck.
It sounded like somebody ending their truck's life by running it into a wall.
It startled my cat in my lap. I'm like, oh god, claws.
So my song of the day, of the episode, that I would recommend. I wish I knew it existed back when we covered Fallout.
Okay.
But I didn't know about it until the other day when a friend sent me his end of the year like most listened to playlist via Spotify. And I listened through it, and some of them were bangers, and a lot of them were like, man, you really like the show Fallout. Because a lot of them were the songs from the game that they played in the show, or songs from the show, or songs from the game.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they're good. You know, like, I'll burn heart on fire. Like that style of song. Apologize as I butchered the lyrics. But there's a song that shouldn't have been, that wasn't in the show, I don't think, and should have been, and it just fits the show so well. It's called.
Fair, it might be later.
Yeah, it could be in future seasons. Is that what you're meaning?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I hope so. So the song is called, very aptly, Uranium Fever by Elton Britt. It's fucking awesome. It's so poppy and lighthearted for, like, if you think about the likely connotations, it's probably not, but it's such a catchy country bop. It's fucking rad. And I would highly recommend checking it out. It's just super light off the tongue. It's fantastic. And it will have you too singing Uranium Fever. Only other recommendation I got, speaking of James Gunn, the new Superman trailer got released that James Gunn is directing and wrote. Looks fucking great.
It looks too busy.
It does look really busy. I am mildly concerned about that, to be sure.
I mean, like, I can name 5 characters they showed, and I'm like, that's too many characters.
It is a lot. I think there's a good chance that we're not going to have an intro story, but a later story. So it's probably going to be like some of these are characters that he interacts with once, or that he shows in like reference to the past.
Yeah,
like, I think we're gonna catch him like in the middle of being Superman. So I don't think we're gonna waste the beginning of it being like, oh, he's not sure what to do with his powers, or this, or that. It's like, we're just gonna. I
Sure,
think they're gonna
fucking
start
get
like,
into it.
yeah, because everybody knows the Superman backstory. We don't need to reiterate it 1,000th time.
Yep.
Just kind of like when they did uh the third Spider-Man with Tom Holland. It was like, yeah, he's Spider-Man. Like, here's how he gets into the Avengers, but like, mm.
I don't know.
But I agree that there is a lot of like character, like what are the characters that you recognize? We got obviously Superman. We got his dog.
There was. So what's her, like, Valkyrie, Hawk Girl, maybe
Hawk
just Hawk
Girl.
Girl.
It's Hawk Girl. Yeah, there's Hawk Girl, which she looked cool. I'll say that.
She
But
looks
yeah,
cool. Like, I'm pretty sure you saw Booster Gold.
oh god, I hope so.
God, I do too.
I love Booster Gold is the most underrepresented character. So for those who don't know, he's just Batman if he didn't want to stay unknown, right?
Not exactly. He's like Batman from the future. He's the
Well,
fucking,
no, but what I mean is his superpower is money.
yeah. His superpower is money and technology.
Yes.
He's just an annoying commercial asshole. It's
Yeah, he's
incredible.
great. He's the worst and the best at the same time. So I'm skimming through the trailer right now. I also just like the way that it was drawn up. I thought that was really, really cool.
Sure.
Of like the way they did it. Which, it's also, while I'm an easy lay when it comes to trailers, I feel like there's doing it right. And like, say what you want about the original Suicide Squad, their Bohemian Rhapsody trailer was a great trailer.
Yep.
Product sucked. The trailer was good.
balls. The trailer was dope.
Yeah. But this trailer is great. Hopefully it doesn't fall in the same lineage. We have Lex Luthor, played by a old school fan of ours. You recognize the actor?
I did not.
It's Nick Holt.
Oh, okay.
So if
Is-
you're a recent fan, this would be a la Fury Road. If you're an
Yeah.
old school fan, he was in season 1 and 2 of Skins. Fantastic British show. So he's in it. Then okay, who else were you seeing? We've got fucking we've got one of our favorites at Nathan Fillion with the ugliest haircut known to man.
Okay, let me quick.
Nathan Fillion's at a minute 43 in. He's got is that the Green Lantern ring?
Let's say I think I saw Lantern. I think I saw Cyborg.
I wonder if that's the Green Lantern ring. I wonder if that's what that's supposed to be. Because he's shooting a green ring. So probably you think Cyborg, and then there's Hawk Girl. And fucking Jesus, what is that cool, goofy ass looking lizard? Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know what the Godzilla looking thing is.
Looks dope. It looks dumb and dope, which is a fun line to thread. You think the character that he's holding on the ground is Cyborg? Like it just looks like a bot. That doesn't look like a cyborg, right? Because Cyborg's like half person.
That may just be one of the robots, actually. Like, because he's got robots who work for him.
Cyborg does, or
no, Superman, like at his Fortress of Solitude. He just looks like robots for him. I don't know who the skin face dude is.
Oh, the guy with talking about the guy with like the shield towards the end of the trailer.
There's like one frame of him at right after the robot. Yeah, like at 153.
That's Lex Luthor.
153?
We might be watching different trailers.
I'm watching the link you put in.
I'm watching like 10 much? 153. Yeah, that's Lex Luthor. The close up where he's like, he's got like a couple nicks on his face, and there's like that.
No. Just before that, like after it shows the icicles erupting. So I'm sorry, like 152.
Okay.
It's like a close up of someone's face with
Oh, sure. Sorry.
no clue who that is. I think I saw the person with the mask towards the end, and I thought that was Cyborg at like 159.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think
Got
that's
like a little fucking like
actually.
sphere of protection
I
around
say
them.
that might be Cyborg still.
But that guy kind of looks like he's a bad guy.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Either way,
it's very busy.
yeah, there's a lot of biz going on. But I mean, a lot of those people that we talked about, if they are like, they would be part of the Justice League.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, that kind of quantifies them into one grouping. But I don't know. We'll see. Either which way, I'm excited. I don't know what it's going to be like, but Gunn hasn't done us wrong in a minute, if ever. It's the last dud James Gunn did. So, looking at his filmography. So, film, he did the Guardians of the Galaxies. I guess Super in 2010 wasn't my speed. There was a bunch of cringe shit, but I mean, that was also, going on 15 years ago. All the Guardians of the Galaxies, Suicide Squad was great. And then, like, when it comes to TV, he did the holiday special, which I heard was good, never saw. Wait, he did a thing for Beast Boy?
Eh?
The hell? There's a thing called Beast Boy Lone Wolf. You hear about this?
No.
Yeah. Weird.
Huh.
Also, this is wild. He had a show on TV from 2008 to 2009. It was a web series called James Gunn's PG Porn. What?
That's a sentence and a half.
That's yeah. It's right up there with his fucking first acting role in 1997, where it was Sergeant Kabuki Man's public service announcement, where his role was insane masturbator. Yo, I'm just reading this. I ain't making it up. What the fuck? Okay.
Insane masturbator. What a film credit. How do you audition for this part?
Where'd you get your idea from this? Well, I rode the New York Public City Transit for a couple weeks.
I just saw a homeless guy beating his meat, and I was like, I can use this.
Beating his meat and just looking at me as I wrote down notes, giving me pointers. Okay, well, back to the land of fun and appropriate. As we come to the close of the show, just like we do every week, Pinky, what are we doing this week?
We're going to do a little clip off for Monsters, Inc. and Splash In Monsters University, if you feel up to it.
All right. 2 minutes on the clock. Ready, set, kitty!
Think romantical thoughts. You and me and you, both of us together.
We have a 2319!
I'm watching you without scheme. Always watching.
Mike was asking, how many kids you got in there?
Sully, that is a cube of garbage.
Come on, pal. If you start crying, I'm gonna cry. I'll never get through this. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you, but I am now. Hey, Sully, I am bearing my soul here. The least you could do is pay attention.
Hi, would you look at that? It's Randall. Oh.
Really? Well, in that case, let's keep it. I always wanted a pet that could kill me.
And I'm sure you filed your paperwork correctly. For once.
Your stunned silence is very reassuring.
I have no idea. Oh, that's abuse.
Oh, hey, we're rehearsing a scene from the upcoming company play called "Put That Thing Back Where It Came From," or "So Help Me," and cut. It's a musical.
Okay, first of all, it's Cretan. If you're gonna threaten me, do it properly.
Mama, another gator got in the house.
Now the gator, give me that shovel.
You hear that? It sounds like fun in there. Well, see it, kid. Send me a postcard. That's Mike Wazowski, care of 22 Mike Wazowski. You got your life back, Lane.
My son's gonna be. Can I borrow your odorant? Yeah, I got smelly
Yeah, I
garbage.
got smelly garbage or old dumpster.
Got any low tide? No.
Nope.
Wet dog? Yep.
Yep.
Stink
Stink it up.
Oh, fucking odorant. It's just so good.
And with that little ditty, that'll be our episode for this week. Thank you for tuning in. And if you enjoyed it, please feel free to
Like,
comment,
share,
and subscribe.
but don't forget, new episodes of Super Pros Bros come out the first and third Saturday of every month.
Bye.